There's a late night snack request from a guest and you didn't wake the chef.
Go, Aesha.
She said she wanted like fish.
Are you hungry?
I want fish.
For someone who loves fish so much, you think she'd know what a fish knife looks like.
It was her friend that didn't know.
This is a butter knife?
It's not, that's a fish knife.
Oh.
Okay.
But yeah, but she should have told her friend.
So let me ask you a question. She gets hungry at night sometimes.
Yeah,
Or
so
snacks.
she prepared some sandwiches.
Oh, nice.
I like
Yeah.
the sandwiches, though. She was strange.
I don't think I've ever seen her eat a sandwich in 20
Really?
years.
Well, the chef's in bed, so we've got nuts, dried fruit.
Oh, really? That's nice.
I can't even.
I don't wake up the chef because the guests are usually drunk. They won't remember. But you know who will remember? The chef. And I have to work with him after these guests leave.
I 100% stand by my decision to wake the chef.
They've ordered food.
It was the right decision given the circumstances. Do I think we should be waking the chef every single night? No. That's a bit ridiculous. He blatantly disregarded guest-specific preferences.
To be fair, they said on their thing they wanted late night snacks.
He was reminded of that in the middle of the night.
Grilled cheese, nachos and guacamole, and mac and cheese.
Still didn't care to get up and fix his mistake. He left his team member to fumble.
I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I cannot make drinks and food.
So this was 100% Jono's fault. It just went to show that, you know, Jono didn't really take much pride in his job. Most yacht chefs, they're passionate about their food. Like, they identify with their food. It's part of their identity and who they are. That's the passion and care I didn't see in Jono.
Do you want a little hack?
Yes.
When guests are asking for snacks and the chef has gone to bed, if you give them a quesadilla or a sandwich, they're gonna be onto you. So you go down to the crew mess and you get the Tupperware of the crew lunch and you bring it up.
Smart.
It's chef cooked food from earlier in the day, and you say, "We prepared this for you. A little curry I whipped up. Do you like
That's so smart.
Yeah. You know, make it in weird shapes.
Yes.
And put some
Lob it in the
microgreens.
middle. Yeah, put a little bit of
and like make
coriander
a
on
smear of sauces and dots on a plate.
Yeah.
And like, here you go.
Yes, I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, clearly I didn't know that trick in season 3 when I set the kitchen on fire. But that wasn't my fault. I did not. I mean, it's debatable apparently. I put a pizza in the oven, but the oven was not clean, which is not my department.
I hate when the oven's not clean.
Well,
and
I certainly did when it started on fire.
That's not your fault.
I wish I'd just gone for the leftovers.
That's not your fault.
I don't wake him up.
Yeah, for example, Chef Tom, he did get waken up.
The client wants some cucumbers with olive oil and salt.
But I feel like that was a really different circumstance because he wasn't sleeping. He was just going to like lie down for like an hour.
Yeah.
And it was a really quick request. So he could have just like popped up, done it, and gone back down.
Well, yeah, the reason I don't wake up chefs is because they don't take breaks. Now, if the chef is taking breaks, that's a whole nother story. I don't know what Tom was doing.
Who's coming?
Actually, it wasn't actually until Ryan that I'd never seen a chef take so many breaks, and I suddenly realized I don't think I've ever seen a chef take a break in my life.
No.
Yeah.
That's why
and
they're so grouchy.
Then you got Ryan sitting in the crew mess with his feet up like all day.
Oh my! Oh, you know who else used to take breaks? Leon.
Oh, not surprised.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Listen, never trust anyone who's a chef and takes breaks.
And anyway, not all guests are going to want sandwiches at midnight, so maybe do like sandwiches and a big pot of mac and cheese or something.
Yeah.
Something drunk people love.
Yeah, it's called crew food.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I like that.
Barry Woman, they just go to bed anyways. They're not going to remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Charter guests, they're there for a luxury experience. They want to feel special and catered to.
We are concierge, entertainment, a 5-star restaurant, a 5-star hotel. We're all of it combined in one vessel who work for billionaires that have an expectation of 7-star service. It's not easy. I think an expectation of a client is not rude or demanding. They paid a lot of money to be there, and if we're not meeting their expectation, then we're not doing our job. But rude guests is blatantly rude, saying, I wouldn't feed this to my dog.
It tastes a little bit like a washcloth.
Ooh, that's no bueno.
pick up my phone.
Can you get my martini? I just really legit, like, need to wake up, darling. You want to bring it to me?
Oh, what's that?
It's over there. Yes, over there.
Seeing the footage, I was like, oh my God.
The couches, they're an eyesore. This doesn't work, though. Look, it'd be great if they were gone.
That's like next level rude.
Why do I have a butter knife? Where is my knife?
You already used it. And they
I
take
did
it away.
not. In fact, where was my bread and butter?
I'm glad that Aesha gave him a little bit too.
This is a butter knife?
It's not. That's a fish knife.
I don't think I've had guests like this before.
Vodka, double, since we're up here for a while, probably triple. We'll be by ourselves.
Okay.
The yachts I worked on were large yachts where people have significant wealth, so they don't really behave that way towards the staff.
I mean, no tea, no shade. I feel like some very rich people, like, maybe there's not so much going on in their day, right? They don't have to worry about anything. A lot of times, you know, food or service can be a point of putting salt in the wound for people. I had a guest who was like, I don't want any skin on vegetables during this trip. So I was like peeling skin off of a broccoli stalk. A guest was the secret girlfriend of the primary or something like scandalous like that, who was like pregnant and like weird cravings, wanted vanilla ice cream. And I had made a beautiful vanilla ice cream with like vanilla pods from Madagascar.
Lovely.
Homemade, beautiful, like super smooth, amazing. And I served it and she was like, this is not vanilla ice cream. Like, I know what's vanilla ice cream. This is ice cream for dogs. And so I was like, sure, girl, whatever you want. So I scooped some Haagen-Dazs and she loved it. But I guess that's, you know, the captain regulates those types of things from fussy guests.
In some cases, there's some people you can't please, right?
Well, your caviar service sucked.
That's why I always say to the crew, it's not about pleasing them, it's about pleasing me as a captain. If I'm okay with it and they're not, then that's all you have to worry about, that I'm okay with it. And I will handle the they're not.
I love a creative revenge FU, a creative
Brilliant.
FU.
I had a client that spent €1 million on a charter. They were so rude to my crew. I pulled the primary in and I said, I'll cancel your charter tomorrow if you treat my staff like that again. They turned it around like that because I called the owner and he goes, I don't need the money. He goes, let him go. Like,
Good stuff.
in the charter.
Yeah.
I'm like over this conversation.
They just enjoy giving.
They're awesome.
It was honestly so, because she very first started by striking up a conversation with one of the guests about a construction company, and it was like a very slow build segue, so you could never kind of catch on. Like, you couldn't pick the exact moment that the lecture started. It was so brilliant.
Leave it with me.
Yes, exactly.
I made my point, didn't I?
All the other supporting crew, you were just phenomenal, so thank you. I don't think we had any issues, did we?
She had our backs, eh?
Yeah.
That's how you create the dream team, is having their back. We're not in the military, but we definitely have a career that takes us away from home. It's crazy. My mom died, I was at sea. My dad died, I was at sea. Bailey died, I couldn't be there. It's hard. It's a sacrifice.
You okay?
Our Bailey died last night.
Your what?
Our dog. Leah called me, so she...
It was very, very hard to see Captain Sandy go through that as my friend, because she loved that dog like her own child. It meant so much to her. And I think it was so hard watching her watch Leah go through that and be that upset and not being able to be there for her, because I could see that pained Sandy beyond belief.
Yeah.
And it just felt like such a helpless situation, and my heart really went out to her.
I think it's really hard as a captain as well, because you really have to put up that barrier between your emotions and the crew. And so, like, yeah, you can come have a cry to me, I can come have a cry to you and whatnot, but the captain just doesn't have that privilege.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine how difficult that would have been for her.
That's yachting, you know, we miss out on so many things in life. We miss weddings, we miss birthdays, we miss funerals, and those are the sacrifices that we make, and they're insanely difficult. So I really wanted to support her through that as much as I could.
This industry is an incredible industry. There's a lot of sacrifices, and that's why we make the money we make. I can't tell you how many people have said, I'm done, and they wanted to go home, they wanted a family, they wanted a normal life, and they come back. It is all about the experience, the adrenaline, the money, and it's like you're trapped. Our industry's changing, and it's making it more livable with sustainability on board, the consistency of the same crew by having a rotation. So 3 on, 3 off, just like the cruise ship world.
Is this career worth all the sacrifices to you?
I would rephrase that question. Would I choose differently in my career knowing the sacrifices I made? Yes, I would choose differently. I would make sure I got home to see my family more and friends. Because next thing you know, you're in your 30s, then you're in your 40s, then you're in your 50s, then you're in your 60s, and you're like, I'm not there yet, I'm almost there. But then you're like, I've spent my whole life at sea with strangers that became my friends.
But you would still choose being a captain?
Oh my God, I'd totally be a captain. I love the sea. I love it, like it's in me. But yes, I was gone all the time. I'm still gone all the time. Every time I go away, I can't wait to get home.